Hello, YouTube land. Check your clocks because it's amateur rubber time. Welcome back to Phoenix Wright Justice for All. In the last episode, we were talking with Hottie, quote unquote, the director of this place, and he gave us some good info about Eenie Miney, which apparently she was in a fatal car accident, but she survived. And I guess in this episode, as I said, we were gonna tackle Eenie Miney's secret because I think she had a psych lock to break or two. So we're just going to go ahead and jump right into that. But first, let me court record, yes. And check out, pretty sure he left me a piece of paper. This? Yeah. All right, Highway of Nightmares. So this is what he was talking about, how Eenie was in a car accident. So I'm going to just go ahead and read that real quick. Late last night, two women's car crashed into a highway center divide. One of the women was not able to escape the flaming wreckage and died at the site. Ongoing investigation has revealed that the driver had fallen asleep at the wheel. Miss Eenie Miney holds interview about crash. I was totally tired and I dropped off to sleep. Then there was this crash and I woke up in a huge sea of flames. I was still half asleep, but I opened the right door and got out. I don't remember anything else. Okay. If Miss Eenie Miney is to be believed, the one driving the car was her sister, Mimi Miney. Mimi Miney was the nurse at Gray's Surgical Clinic where 14 patients were accidentally overdosed to their death. Is this then just a mere coincidence? Well, we'll see what happens then, but we'll be able to break that psych lock, I guess. So you know what to do, guys. Leave a like for Phoenix Wright, leave a like for Eenie Miney, and the director, of course. Why not? Just give him at least one like, because he's helpful, to say the least. That's all I can say. June 21st. Hey, so how was it? Did you go to the clinic? Yeah, I found out a few things, I guess. What's the matter? You ain't looking so well. Yeah, so earlier that old granny called the cops. Huh? The cops? Why wouldn't Morgan call the police? She said she had something to tell them. Things are sure getting interesting. Alright. Morgan. But honestly, I tell you, that granny sure got her bloomers in a knot. Well, I guess you could put it that way. It always starts out small, you know? Stealing the master's seat and controlling the village folk. And now you see where it's turned into? A murder. That's what. Yeah, what a mess. Hey, hold on. What? That stuff you were just talking about, that's the first I've heard of it. Really? Well, it's old news to everyone else in the world. Well, excuse me for not keeping up with the gossip while I'm busy saving people. You said something about stealing the master's seat? Yep. Right now, the master is this medium named Misty Faye, but the one that was really supposed to be the master was that old granny. Morgan was supposed to become the master? When I hear the master, it kind of reminds me of Paper Mario from the Mario 64. Because it's like when you battle that old Grandpa Toad and you have to fight him 3 times, optional boss fight. Yeah, I think of that when I hear the master. Do you know where Eenie is, Lotta? Yeah, I saw her not too long ago. She's hanging around that garden in the middle. Okay, thanks. You got something to ask her? Yeah, I got a whole list of things only she can clear up for me. Alright, the master. So I hear the master has always been the eldest daughter. The eldest daughter? Turns out that old bat is Misty Faye's older sister. Oh. They say the older sister is usually the one with the more spiritual power. Come to think of it, Maya said the same thing a long time ago. She warned me not to take Mia's powers lightly. Well, anyway, somehow Granny there lost her younger sister, Missy. I see. This made the townsfolk turn against her, so I hear. Said all sorts of things too, like she's the oldest and yet she doesn't have the power to be the next master. Disgraceful. Wow, I had no idea. So what would have happened had Morgan been stronger? Maya's family would have been the Branch family, I reckon. Alright. So what I'm sort of taking this into is a Lion King kind of thing. With Scar and Mufasa. Don't know why. You see, I will never be king. And you shall never see the light of another day. Freaking Morgan over here playing with a mouse. Didn't your mother ever tell you not to play with your food? I don't know why that's a funny thought to me. Anyway, there she is. Hey, I haven't seen you in a while. Yeah, I think I have enough to finally unlock her secret. What's with that scary look on your face? Alright, time to do it. Gotta do it to him. Take that. Give me the secrets. She only got two, so it's not that big. Traffic accident. Please tell me about the traffic accident. Huh? Like, whose accident? Your sister's accident, naturally. Oh yeah. So, like, that Dr. Gray guy made my sister fall asleep. And, like, that's all I have to say about that. Interesting. And he just asked, whose accident? Which means she must know something about another person's accident. Alright, let's change the topic then. How about you tell me about a certain other person's accident? Huh? Another person's accident? Like, you got someone in mind? Yes, I do. You. I want to ask you about your own car accident. Me? Yes. So, wow, like, how strange. I have, like, no idea what you're talking about. Can you, like, prove I was in, like, an accident? Alright, how about this? Here is your proof. Like, this is so totally bringing me down. Huh? I know I'm, like, a little flaky, but do you really, like, think I'm an idiot? No, I didn't mean to suggest that. Like, let's make sure we're on the same page. I, like, want proof I was in an accident. Okay, so that was wrong. I thought I'd ease into this topic, but it doesn't matter what you say. I know you were in a car accident. Oh, okay. Proof she was in an accident. Well, the newspaper, right? Would you take a look at this? It's a newspaper article from 1 year ago. It says, Miss Eenie Miney holds interview about crash. You suffered a very bad injury and had to be admitted to a hospital, correct? Like, wait. What now? That's not me. Huh? I mean, like, this person has, like, the same name, but she's totally not me. My name, Eenie Miney, is, like, pretty common. Not really. What in the world are you babbling about? Your sister's name, Mimi Miney, is in here, too. Like, totally, wow. What a scary coincidence. I'm totally getting, like, goosebumps. You think I'm going to let you get away with that? So, like, now what? Like, do you have something that totally says I was hospitalized? It has to be the license picture, right? This is your proof. Like, what's that picture supposed to mean? I got this from the hospital where you were hospitalized at. Huh? So? There was a certain patient there. He's quite a fan. As a memento of your stay, he stole this. I have to say, this photo looks like you. That creepy fake director! There it is. Now are you ready to tell me about the accident? Like, wait a sec. Okay, so like I was in an accident, sure. But that's like totally not related to this murder. Actually, it is. Look at this article. It says that one of the women died, correct? And? That woman who died, who do you suppose they mean? Do you suppose the woman who died in that accident could be your sister? I believe it was your sister, Mimi Miney. Mimi? You were riding in your sister's car while she drove. The two of you were together when your accident occurred, making it one and the same. Got it. Woo! Unlock successful. Hey, I got my health back too. Tell me the secrets. I need the secrets. Yeah, I was riding in that car with my sister. We were, like, on our way home. I was riding in the passenger seat when I fell asleep. And that's when the crash happened. Dang. Car accidents are so horrible. They really are. They are, man. And then it happened. At the time, I grabbed for my purse and escaped from the passenger side door. And your sister? I, like, couldn't do anything. the car was full of smoke. I couldn't see anything. Oh, I'm sorry. That's it. Dr. Gray. Did Dr. Gray really cause that accident by drugging your sister with sleeping pills? Like, he was totally out to get my sister. He totally did that to, like, pay my sister back. I wonder. This does give Enid a good reason to want to murder Dr. Gray. It seems simple, doesn't it? What do you mean? But it would be very hard to catch me, actually. I'd say impossible. What? I think you get the picture. I'm going to serve you a slice of humble pie. I hope you enjoy it. Okie dokie. I'll just creep away. Just back away slowly and see what the future holds for both of us. Okay. Looks like something's up.
Stop! Stop! Leave my mother alone!
Ow! Hey, hold on, okay, Bill? I'm not gonna hurt.
Pearl, dear, it is perfectly all right. I will be out for a short while with this young man.
Mother, please let me go too.
No, you must stay here and protect the manor.
But...
Aw, don't make that face. Hey, I'll tell you what. I'll show you something cool. Here, look. It's a real pistol.
He tried to show the gun again. This dude. Detective, do not upset me further.
Sorry.
He tried to show the gun again. Poor Gumshoe, being dragged off by the car like that, by the ear like that by Morgan. Ow.
Mother.
Aw, it's all good, Pearl.
Mother, this has never happened before.
Pearls?
Mr. Nick, I have a really bad feeling that I can't shake. I think something really bad's going to happen. I'm scared. I'm really scared, Mr. Nick.
Say something, Phoenix. Anything. I'm terrible at this. What about Maya?
Mr. Nick, what about Mystic Maya?
She'll be alright. I think I've gathered enough evidence.
Mystic Maya, she must feel all alone. Please, Mr. Nick, don't visit her.
Yeah, but I can't just leave you here all alone either.
I'll be fine. But please, Mystic Maya needs you by your side.
Your stare is really piercing. Alright, then I guess I'll chat with you later. To the detention center. You kept me waiting, Phoenix. It's Mia. Hello. Mia. So, how are preparations? I think I have enough evidence and information now. I think. Everything will be on your shoulders tomorrow. Whether Maya is found guilty or innocent, it's a heavy weight to bear. If memory serves, Mia had a few psych locks of her own. Mia, I'm ready to unlock the last piece of information I need now. Sure, I welcome you to try. Alright. The murderer. Mia. Yes? Mia, you know something, don't you? About the real murderer, I mean? Yep. Tell me, woman. Why, do you think so? It's really trying at times to be able to see other people's secrets. It looks like it's time for you to explain your reasoning. Yeah, a battle of wits against Mia. Alright, tell me your stuffuses. Here we go. Smart girl versus idiot boy. The murderer. Phoenix, you think I'm hiding information about someone from you, isn't that right? Yes. Alright then, tell me who you think I'm protecting. The family, right? Morgan. Morgan Fay, of course. There is no one else you would protect like this, Mia. Oh, okay, that was one. Well done, but while the murder was being committed, my aunt was outside with everyone else, which means she already has an alibi. That's true. Show me some evidence that would cast suspicion onto my aunt. The key. Yeah. Because that was in the incinerator. My evidence is this black key. At the beginning of the channeling, Maya had possession of this key, and yet, somehow, it magically ended up in the incinerator in the center garden. You're right. There's only one person who could have done that while I was busy calling the police. The person taking care of Maya, Morgan. What's that look mean? Your argument is too flimsy. Huh? When did the key find its way into the incinerator? It could have happened long after the murder happened. Long after? Someone could have found the key somewhere and dumped it into the incinerator. But that prosecutor would use something this small to shred your case. Do you have something other than just this key to cast suspicion on Morgan? Well, I have this. Yeah, I found this in the incinerator. This is the other piece of evidence that points to Morgan as the culprit. I also found this in the garden incinerator. It's the same material as Maya's costume, except for the splotch of blood. But this piece may not even be from Maya's costume. But this is what Maya told me. While I was channeling, the key was sitting inside my sleeve, and both the key and this piece of cloth were found inside the incinerator. Which means that this piece of cloth was part of Maya's costume. But when Maya was arrested, she was wearing her costume. That just means someone changed her clothes. Changed her clothes? But why? I don't know why. But there is only one person who could have done that. The one person who was taking care of Maya. My aunt. There we go, one more. You did very well, Phoenix. Thank you. As long as you have those two pieces of evidence, you can cast suspicion on my aunt. However, like I said in the beginning, my aunt has an alibi. Yeah, she was with us the whole time. Here's my final question. You don't have to present solid proof of this for me. But I want to know, if my aunt is the culprit, then how did she commit the murder? How she did it? Huh. I want to hear your thoughts. In order for my aunt to murder Dr. Gray, who or what did she need? She needed someone else. Which was Boom Jams and a can of Spam. Eenie Miney. She's the answer to the final question. Which means that my aunt and Eenie Miney were in cahoots. There it is. I am smart. I got full health, man. Life is good right now. The smart boy is the best boy. Something's been bothering me all this time. This crime is something no normal person could carry out. The person would have to know a lot about the Fey Manor and the village itself to do this. But Morgan already has an alibi. Yes, which is why I can't figure out how it was done. We can assume that Eenie Miney is involved somehow, but we have one big problem on our hands. A problem? With what? We don't have a motive. Why would Morgan want to kill Dr. Gray? Why would she have to? Also, we don't really know for sure that she was cooperating with Eenie. Mia doesn't have a clue either, huh? Then there is only one possibility. Huh? Think about it, Phoenix. Why would my aunt do something like this? And why would she do it in such an underhanded fashion? Because... Mother. She is the one who holds the key to this. Mother? Whose? Mine? Don't be silly. Mine, of course. Misty Fey. Mia and Maya's mother? Why would she bring her up now? Now then, looks like we've gathered everything we could. All we have to do is win tomorrow. Everything will become apparent then. Right, Chief. We won't lose. Yay! To be continued. Alright, so we're heading into court. I guess we got all our evidence and our identification stuff, so I guess it's like the final day of court for this case, I suppose. Let's jump right into it. I am ready to pin murders on people who actually did murders. And the other people who didn't murder is not the murderer.
Nick?
Yeah?
Did you know that Von Karma's daughter is only 18? Just like me?
Yeah. Why?
I was just thinking about how strong she is. I mean, she's been in Germany all this time by herself and she's so grown up.
Yeah, and I'm sure she felt a lot of pressure from her father's reputation.
And then you look at me and, well,
I'm the daughter of the master, but I'm still just a little girl. And on top of that, I'm the suspect in a murder trial. But I think you're really strong too, Maya, for all you've gone through.
Good morning! The two of you look like you're doing well today. I'm happy for you.
Hey, morning, Pearly.
You'll be safe today, Mystic Maya.
Huh? What do you mean?
My mother's coming today to show her support.
Yeah, that's right, Pearly. Hey, Pearls.
Yes, Mr. Nick?
Do you think you could do me a big favor? Could you channel Mia today, too?
Huh? I was sort of hoping to sit in the audience today and watch.
Please, it's very important to me. I don't feel confident enough without her help.
Mr. Nick, that's enough. You can't show weakness in front of the person you love.
Pearly, not this again. Please, can you do this for us, Pearls?
Alright, I'll do it. I'll do it for Mystic Maya's sake. See you later then. I'll leave you two to your alone time.
Phew, thank goodness.
Nick?
This way, Pearls won't be able to see today's trial. What do you mean? What's going on? Oh, she about to see Morgan's true nature. That's what's gonna happen. Alright, court time.
Court is now in session for the trial of Maya Fey.
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Let's start already. Mr. Phoenix Wright, I look forward to tonight's news with great joy. The image of your defeated face will be transmitted all over the world.
All over the world, huh? Sounds like you made quite a name for yourself, Phoenix.
Don't be foolish, you foolish fool wearing the foolishly foolish clothes. The famous Vaughn is me. I am the prodigy who has never lost a case since becoming a prosecutor 5 years ago. Naturally, the world's eyes are on me as I conduct my first trial in this country.
That's nice, Miss Von Karma.
Glad to see you're in such good spirits today, Miss Fey.
It's true what they say. Women really are scary when they fight.
Now then, a very interesting theory was presented during yesterday's session.
That the defendant could have left the channeling chamber, correct?
Yes. And this key is proof of that. This key, the only key to the channeling chamber, was not where it should have been.
Your Honor, I would like to say one thing before we begin.
Alright, let's hear it.
The prosecution has determined that from the time of the murder to the time of arrest, the defendant did indeed leave the room at one point.
What?
But, Miss Von Karma, then how do you explain this picture? Are you saying then that the person in this picture is not the defendant?
I never said that it wasn't the defendant.
Then what is the meaning of this?
All I'm saying is that Maya Fey, after killing the victim, exited the room. And I believe that is when she dropped this key.
Can you substantiate your claim?
Isn't that what I'm here for? The prosecution would like to call the defendant's Aunt Morgan Fey to the stand.
Just as I suspected. Aunt Morgan. Poor Mia. She seems really torn by this. There she is.
Witness, name and occupation. My name is Morgan Fey, and I am a spirit medium, in a manner of speaking.
I'm sorry, but what do you mean, in a manner of speaking?
I don't think anyone really cares. Now then, after the murder took place, you kept watch over the defendant, correct? Yes, that is correct. I performed the spirit severing technique and Mystic Maya then.
Spirit severing technique?
A technique to remove a spirit from a body and send it back to the other world. That is...
Yes, that is.
You, be quiet.
Poor judge.
Now, witness, something happened while you were performing this technique, correct? Yes, that is correct.
What in the world could have...
Mystic Maya, she escaped from the room.
What?
And here we come to the heart of the matter. Maya Fey, while in the possessed state, managed to escape from the channeling chamber.
Order! Miss Fey, please testify to the court about what happened this time.
Your Honor, I will try my best. I think someone just upped the ante on this trial.
Ooh, spicy. Getting spicy already. Maya's escape.
After we heard the gunshots, those two broke the door open and entered the chamber. I requested that Mr. Wright and the other lady please contact the police. A pistol was hanging from Mystic Maya's hand and she was in a daze. Then, quite suddenly, she thrusted me away from herself and escaped from the room. With great strength, she hit the base of my neck and I fainted for a short while. I'm afraid I have no knowledge of where she went after that.
Okay. She got bopped in the neck? Why have you hidden this until now?
I did not wish to cause more trouble for Mystic Maya. However, I must correct falsicities when they arise. That's right. She was simply correcting a falsity, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
Why is she making a point to take a stab at me? Never mind.
Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please.
My aunt is a very smart and sly person. It's going to be hard for us to find a crack in her testimony.
Maybe there isn't one, if that's the case. From hearing that. So maybe we just gotta press everything? And see what happens next? Just now you said those two. Who are those two people you were referring to?
I was referring to that foreign lady and yourself, good sir.
Lada's not a foreigner, despite how she talks.
Oh, is that so? I'm sorry. I simply could not understand her atrocious English, not to mention she looked awful.
God. I can already see people in the Heartland gearing up for a riot.
In any case, I've already sent the repair bill to your office, Mr. Wright.
Oh, thanks.
What did you do after that, Miss Faye?
People just getting ready to go to war with Morgan. Was it really necessary to have two people to do something so simple as call the police? If there were a possibility of escape, then one of us should have stayed behind.
Yes, that is a very good point.
At the time, I myself was a little confused, on top of which there was another...
Another what, madam?
Oh, it's nothing. No need to concern yourself.
I want to hear the end of that sentence. Question further. There was another reason you wanted both of us out of that room, wasn't there? You must testify. Why did you chase us out of the room?
I simply did not wish for there to be more victims. The lives of both the good sir and the camerawoman may be in danger, is what I thought to myself.
Well, that was very noble of you, Miss Faye.
This is bad. Now people have a good impression of her and a bad one of us.
Looks like she caught us napping. That's my aunt for you.
Are you satisfied now, Mr. Wright? Miss Faye, please continue.
Okay. Pistol was hanging from her hand, and she was in a daze. Hold it. During our investigation, you stated that you struck the defendant on the head, and this strike caused Maya to lose consciousness. Do you stand by this statement?
I'm afraid I don't. That statement I gave you was a lie.
But why would you lie about something like that?
It is very painful for me to say this, however. The witness was lying to cover for the defendant.
She was covering for Maya? Leave it. I'm sure Von Karma's allowing this testimony because it's advantageous to her. Which means I shouldn't press Morgan any further.
You're finally beginning to understand, aren't you, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Now, witness, continue with what happened.
Yogi. She thrusted me away from herself and escaped the room. Was it really that easy for her to escape from you? I mean, she is old, so...
I'm ashamed to admit to such a thing. However, yes.
But you are physically larger and stronger than the defendant. There is no way she could have escaped from you so easily.
Have you forgotten already, Mr. Phoenix Wright? What about this picture? Remember that at that time the defendant was not physically Maya Fey.
Growing old is such a mysterious thing. Trust me, I know firsthand.
Basically, Mystic Maya's body was still that of the nurse she had called.
But if she had run away, wouldn't you have given chase right away?
Well, yes, I would have, however.
But she said she got struck on the neck. Yeah, the base. You fainted?
I became dizzy and then collapsed into the floor.
How long were you unconscious?
I'm not sure. About 10 minutes, perhaps?
And the defendant almost certainly went somewhere in that time.
Happy, witness elaborate on that point for us.
She has no knowledge of where she went after that. Is that because you were unconscious?
Why, yes.
Great. Well, now what? Question further. So while you were unconscious, you have absolutely no idea where the defendant went.
I would think that's obvious, good sir.
If that's true, then how can you know for sure that the defendant left the channeling chamber at all?
Now that you mention it, I have to wonder myself.
It's true that this witness is not able to confirm this, but the key word here is this witness.
What do you mean by that?
It means she has another witness up her sleeve. That's what. It looks like Ms. Von Karma is ready to move on to her next witness.
That's enough. From what I can tell, there is nothing wrong with this witness's testimony. And from what she has said, we can establish that Maya Fey did leave the chamber.
I hope this isn't going to come back and bite us in the butt.
Now, let's take the next logical step and ask, where did the defendant go after leaving the channeling chamber?
Yes. That is exactly what we should...
Be quiet, you! Now then, what the escapee has done she had gone to speak with a certain person.
She went to speak with someone?
Who was it?
The prosecution calls Miss Eenie Miney, who was sleeping in the side room at the time.
Eenie Miney? I think you can see where this is headed. There she is.
Witness, name and occupation. Okay, so my name is Eenie Miney. I'm really researching parapsychology stuff at the university.
What is this parapsychology?
Let's see. It's I guess most people call it occult stuff.
Even if that's what most people call it, I can't say I understand what that means.
Then I suggest you go home and research it yourself.
Yes, sir.
Now then, Miss Miney. After the murder took place, you spoke with the defendant, Maya Fey. Is this correct?
I guess?
If that's the case, then let's hear your testimony. That is alright, isn't it, Your Honor?
Yes, sir.
For the love of all things good, Your Honor, have some spine, for my sake. He's afraid of Von Karma. He was afraid of Manfred, now he's afraid of Franziska.
When the channeling started, I was sleeping in the side room. A little later, someone came into the room, really suddenly. It was oh my god, totally my sister. I hadn't seen her in so long. I was so happy in a sad way. My sister, she told me something totally terrible.
Like what?
Now hold your horses, young lady. You're saying that the person that entered was your sister? Don't you mean the defendant, Maya Fey?
Really now, Your Honor. Maya Fey was still in the middle of channeling at that time.
Are you saying that the spirit was the spirit of this witness's sister?
Yes, Mimi Miney. She was a nurse at Dr. Gray's clinic.
Oh, well, this is...
Witness?
Yeah?
In your testimony, you mentioned a terrible thing. Why don't you tell the court what this terrible thing was? I'm sure we'd love to hear about it.
Do I totally, really have to?
Of course.
Miss Miney, please.
My sister, this is what she said to me. That was no accident. I was drugged with sleeping pills. I was murdered by that person.
That's why I took my revenge. It's only fair, isn't it, Eenie? Well, it makes sense now, because from the beginning it didn't make no sense.
She took her revenge? Are you sure that's what she said?
Yes.
There, are you satisfied, Your Honor?
I still can't believe it. I can't believe that a spirit will go as far as to use a medium to get revenge.
It is a bit hard to swallow. However, all the evidence in the testimonies point to this as the truth. The end.
What do you think, Mr. Wright? It certainly seems like all the loose ends are accounted for.
This testimony just now, was it all made up? Was it just one huge lie? Of course it was, Phoenix. Mia, what do you mean? It's well constructed, but that's all it is. But even the most well-spun lies can be undone. We can do it, Phoenix. Let's find the one loose thread and unwind this tapestry of lies. Your Honor, there is room for doubt, so the defense will cross-examine this witness. We believe that our cross-examination will reveal the real truth behind this murder.
Yet again, the foolish fool spouts out more foolishly foolish drabble. I found that if you make it one more entertaining than the last.
Alright, after the moida. The moida. Alright, so when the challenge started, she was sleeping. Someone came into the room. It was like, oh my god, totally my sister. Happy in a sad way. This I want to know. Something terrible? What was this thing she told you?
Huh? Like, didn't I just, tell you about it? Did you, forget already? A foolish fool with a foolish sieve of a brain only speaks foolishly with foolish words.
Well, excuse me, princess. Oh, good Zelda reference. Anyway, should I ask her to hear the story again? Should I? Don't bother asking. I did just hear this story. It's not like my memory is that bad. Actually, the defense is fine and does not need to hear the story again.
Very well. You may continue your testimony, Miss Miley.
I know there has to be something here I can use, but where? She really put a lot of thought into this lie, didn't she? We can't rush this. Let's take it slowly, one step at a time. She's bound to slip up somewhere. Don't give up, but don't get careless, okay? Remember, calm and collected. Alright. So what about Boom Jams? How about this? Do you know the time?
Maybe a little before 11 a.m., something like that, I think.
11 a.m.?
Yeah, my stomach is totally ready for, food.
No, I think you misunderstood me. I'm not asking what time is it now. I meant what time was it when someone came into your room.
Oh, so, that's what you meant. You should have been more, clear about it.
Sorry, my bad.
No, it's okay. It's really...
That's it? Why'd you stop mid-sentence?
Did I?
So, what was I talking about again? Never mind.
Fitness, about this person who entered the side room.
Wow, she just completely forgot what she was saying. What? Are you absolutely sure?
I guess?
You guess? Was it or was it not your sister who entered?
I don't know. I mean, I totally don't know your sister at all, Mr. Smith.
First off, my name is not Mr. Smith. Second, I am an only child. But more than that, she's managed to mess up the question with her answer.
Well, Mr. Wright?
The defense rests.
Well, that was colossal waste of our time. Now then, witness, how did you feel when you saw Miss Meeny Miney?
There's gotta be something. You were happy in a sad way?
Yeah, it was my sister.
But wouldn't most people react here with surprise at seeing a dead loved one alive again?
But maybe if I was someone who didn't know about the occult, but I, like, know all about the crane channeling technique.
The point here is the witness immediately recognized that it was her sister.
Yeah, like what she said. Should I drop this line of questioning? No, question further. So you really didn't think anything strange with the whole encounter?
No.
Like, there wasn't any reason for me to, like, think anything was strange. But, ow!
Don't keep badgering her.
You know the phrase objection? Could you try using that once in a while?
Mr. Wright, this question of what the witness felt when she saw her sister, is it really that important?
It's very important. It is very important, although I haven't quite figured out what it is yet. But I've got to bluff for now and make it seem like I know what I'm talking about.
Alright, Mr. Wright. Miss Miney, please amend your testimony.
Like, okay, I'm like totally cool with that. I wasn't like scared at all, and like her costume looked totally like normal. Normal? She had blood on it. Are you kidding me? Incorrect. That was a very well spun lie, Miss Eni.
What are you babbling about this time, Mr. Phoenix Wright?
It's well constructed, but that's all it is. Stealing my lines now, are we, Phoenix? Miss Miney, may I remind you of what you said? You said that there was nothing strange about your sister's appearance. Like, yeah, but I don't think that's what you were thinking at all. Take a look at this picture. This is a picture of the sister you met. I would think that even you would be surprised if someone appeared before you like this.
The blood spray.
Miss Miney, why did you not include the blood you saw in your testimony? If you were really testifying and not lying, you would have noted it right off the bat. Yeah.
Order! Miss Miney, what is the meaning of this? Miss Miney?
I'm thinking! Don't interrupt me! Oh, she's busting out of her stupid form.
But...
And what are you stammering about, Your Honor?
That witness, her personality did a complete 180 there. Lots of people do that when they get on the stand, though.
First of all, calm yourself, witness.
Like, I'm sorry, I, didn't mean to snap.
Now, hurry up with the testimony.
If you please.
Ugh, the judge still looks a little shaken up. A lot of help he's going to be. After the murder, part 2.
Like, the side room was, kind of dark, you know?
So, the costume is, purple, right? The blood totally blended right in. And I, persuaded my sister it wasn't, right to do something like that. And then, I took my sister to the channeling chamber. That's it?
Yes, now I see. And you have given us a clear reason for why you didn't notice the blood.
You think? Thanks, Gramps.
Are you satisfied, Mr. Wright? Alright, I guess not. Very well, you may question the witness.
He just one look, he's like, okay, I take that as no. Continue. I want to know about, yeah. Was your sister calm by that time? I guess so. I guess maybe, taking her revenge on Dr. Gray, made her feel a lot better.
I'd like to feel a lot better too, Mr. Phoenix Wright. The sooner, the better.
She says with her whip at the ready.
And, Miss Morgan was the only one in the channeling chamber, you know?
It's no good. I can't find anything wrong. Phoenix, the judge believes this testimony. If you don't find some sort of hitch in her statement, he'll end the trial. I know. We have to give it another shot. It doesn't matter how many times we listen. We can't give up. Alright. It wasn't right to do something. Okay. And what was your sister, Miss Mimi Mighty, like at the time?
Well, she was, totally flipped out because she just shot Dr. Gray. But I think, she knew. She, said she did something really bad. And, she said she wanted to go with me to,
Apologize to Miss Morgan. Did Mimi's spirit really say all that to you? Like, yeah. May I ask you one more thing, Miss Miney? Like, sure. Was there anything you found strange, unusual, or just out of place? Something out of place? Huh? Like, when do you mean? When? When you were going to the crime scene. I'm talking about when you were going to the channeling chamber, of course. Like, no, nothing strange. She answered rather quickly. Now what? Press harder. Think harder. I know you can remember something. I, like, totally can't. That's not good enough. You have to explain yourself clearly to this court.
Do you think, Mr. Wright, that whether or not there was something odd the way the channeling chamber is all that important?
Very, I guess. I asked because it is very important. Not that I know where I'm going with this.
Very well. Miss Miney, if you will, please include a statement about this in your testimony.
Like, I don't get why, but okay. I, like, didn't see anyone on the way to, like, the channeling chamber.
Incorrect, because Pearl was there fixing the jar. Objection. Yes. I have so much memory on this case. From just doing it from some episodes ago. Usually I would just forget, like, off the bat, but for this one in particular, I got it locked in the vault, baby. You say that you didn't see anyone on the way to the channeling chamber. However, that is impossible.
Like, what do you mean? I'd like to introduce someone to you. This is Miss Morgan Fay's daughter, Pearl Fay.
Interesting. You have a semi-intelligent look on your face. So, what about this child?
It just so happens that at the time of the murder, Pearl was playing in the center garden.
The garden?
Yep. Which means anyone walking through the area would have seen her.
So, Miss Miney, what do you have to say to that?
As the court can see, she's in a bit of an airhead. Also, she was leading her sister at that time. Do you honestly think she would have noticed a simple child playing? Preposterous.
It's not preposterous, and I can prove it.
What sort of foolish?
There is no way someone walking along the winding way could have noticed Pearl. Because she was fixing this, right? This urn is my proof.
An old cracked clay pot? What is that going to prove?
Do you know why it is cracked? It's because Pearl broke it. That's why.
She broke the urn?
Oh! Why do I feel like you're about to ruin my beautiful day?
This urn was broken around the time when the channeling started. And Pearl was the one who put it back together. While sitting right in the middle of the winding way.
What?
Yeah, she was like in the way, basically.
Miss Miney. Pearl was there in the winding way at the time. She was hard at work putting the pieces of the urn back together, you see. If you couldn't see that while you were walking, I had to declare you legally blind. I think I have sufficiently proven one thing, Miss Miney. You are a masterful liar.
Mr. Wright, you need to watch what you say.
The one who needs to watch what they're saying is the witness. So, Miss Miney, tell us the truth.
About what?
About what? About where you really were at the time of the murder, of course.
The witness just testified about that.
That's right. I was, like, sleeping in the side room. Can I really believe her? Was she really sleeping in the side room? Your lies end here.
Why did you?
The witness says that during the actual murder, she was asleep in the side room. And I say that's not possible, because there's clearly a contradiction here.
A contradiction? Where is this contradiction?
Help me here. It's in the testimony. Earlier in your testimony, Miss Miney, you made the following statement. And, like, Miss Morgan was the only one in the channeling chamber, you know? It's true that at the time, both myself and Miss Hart were not there. We had gone to call the police.
So? Like, what does that, like, have to do with anything?
It's very simple. Miss Miney, how did you know that fact?
How?
I concede that Miss Fay was the only person in the channeling chamber. However, someone who was asleep in the side room could not have known that. Which means, Miss Miney, you did in fact go to the channeling chamber. But you didn't go there by the way of the winding way.
Get it, Phoenix? But look at the mana guide map. If one were to go between the side room and the channeling chamber, one would have to use the winding way.
Yes, that's right, Your Honor. Which is why I asked this very important question. Where was the witness at the time of the murder? Miss Miney, please answer the question.
Don't ask a question off of a baseless assumption, if you please. Well, I suppose since you put it out on the table, Mr. Phoenix Wright, you might as well answer the question for us. Where was the witness at the time of the murder?
Now's your chance, Phoenix. Yeah, the only person who could have killed Dr. Gray was Eenie Miney. So now is the time to prove it.
Now then, Mr. Wright, let's hear your answer. Where was the witness when the murder was taking place?
She was in the channeling chamber. Miss Miney was here, of course.
But that's the channeling chamber.
Isn't that the crime scene?
That's right. Miss Miney was at the scene of the crime. Yeah, it could have been obvious, really.
Order. That's why that is...
Mr. Phoenix Wright, have you lost your mind? Yesterday's testimony established that only the victim and the defendant were in the channeling
chamber. In the chamber when the channeling started.
Yes, that is correct. Please explain yourself, Mr. Wright.
Simple. Miss Eenie Miney was hiding at the scene of the crime.
I was hiding? Where? Where was I hiding?
Behind the screen. Doy. Here, of course.
Behind the folding screen?
Oh! Don't make me say this again. Recall yesterday's testimony.
There ain't no way anyone was hanging out behind that folding screen.
See, you stupid jerk. Quit being so quick to pin it on me, slimeball.
No, Miss Miney. One so young as you shouldn't be saying.
Shut it, Gramps. As if you know exactly how old I am.
I'm sorry.
Looks like the pipe's about to burst. Guess I should help it along. The witness was hiding behind the folding screen with the help of this. The box. Miss Miney, how were you able to hide yourself at the scene of the crime is very simple. You were hiding inside this box, and the music kicks in.
That tiny little box? No person could fit in that.
Sorry, but your theory has already been disproved. Lotta disproved you when she was hiding from me in it.
But that clothing box was in the side room, right? Which means it has nothing to do with the murder at all. That's right. I was sleeping there, so I should know. That clothing box was there at the side room the whole time.
Mr. Wright, do you think you can prove where the clothing box was at the time of the crime?
Yeah, I can. And now I present the piece of evidence that will prove this clothing box was at the God, why am I can't read that? At the scene of the crime when the murder took place, which is the box itself because it has a hole in it. Yeah. Take a look at this clothing box.
You're so stupid. As if there's any sort of evidence in that old thing.
This? What on earth?
I don't have time for you to sit there surprised. Hurry up and say it already.
There's a hole about 8 inches off the ground.
A hole about 8 inches off the ground. Where have we heard that before?
The folding screen. It had a hole at the same height.
That's right. I hope this has opened your eyes to what happened. At the time of the shooting, the clothing box was sitting behind the folding screen, which is why the bullet from the pistol hit both the box and the folding screen. It went through the screen and then into the box. Miss Miney, you were hiding behind the folding screen, waiting for your chance. Yes, for your chance to kill Dr. Gray.
Order. So what you are
Then, Mr. Phoenix Wright, what about this picture? Are you saying that the person is in this photo is Miss Eenie Miney?
That is exactly what I'm saying. Miss Eenie Miney, you were hiding inside this clothing box all along. And you wore a medium's costume to masquerade as Maya Fey.
To masquerade as Maya Fey?
She had it planned from the very beginning. She would kill Dr. Gray and pin the blame on my client.
No! Stop! I can't stand to listen anymore to this foolishness. If that's the case, Mr. Phoenix Wright, then I have a proposition. This whole idea that the witness moved the clothing box to the crime scene, pretended to be the defendant, killed the victim, and then fled the scene of the crime. It's not possible for one person to do that all by herself.
Correct, it's not possible. It really is impossible. For one person to do all the preparations, that is. Ow!
Need I remind you, the foolish who receive no mercy.
Wait, Miss Von Karma, you said it was not possible for one person, correct?
Well, you can't be serious.
Miss Miney, you had an accomplice, Morgan Fay.
This person.
If it wasn't someone from Karain Village, you couldn't have gotten the costume. And if it wasn't from someone from the Fay household, you wouldn't have that box to use.
Morgan Fay.
Isn't that the wonderful lady witness we just heard out earlier?
What do you have to say to that, Miss Miney? You shot Dr. Gray with your own 2 hands. Do you deny it? Got him. Woo! That scream killed me. I think this is what really happened. God. The murderer had planted herself at the scene of the crime long beforehand. God, that scream actually killed my voice a little bit. I better be careful with that. Dressed in a medium's costume and wearing a wig, she pretended to be the defendant. And then the channeling started. The murderer crept silently towards the other 2, both of whom had their eyes closed. First, she drugged Maya Fey with a strong sleeping agent. Then, she stabbed Dr. Gray with a knife. Whoa. Kinda looks like she killed Maya, really. Next, she hid my client inside the clothing box. She did that so she could take Maya's place and frame her for the crime. But that's when something unexpected happened.
Unexpected?
That's when, Gray got back up. Yes. Yeah, he shot. Dr. Gray was actually not yet dead. With the last of his strength, he fired a shot at his attacker. And that is why the hole in the folding screen was so low to the ground. The murderer then took the gun from Dr. Gray and shot him in the forehead.
After that, you and the other lady thought to break into the room?
Yes, a gunshot is certainly something you wouldn't expect to hear, which is why, upon hearing the shots, we forced our way into the channeling chamber. Miss Miney, she immediately covered her own costume with blood and pretended to be Maya Fey.
But that sort of deception would have been easy to see through.
Which is precisely why Miss Morgan Fay chased us out.
Please leave this area to me. Go quickly and inform the police. Hurry, before there are more victims here.
What is one supposed to say?
This is the real truth behind this murder. Got him all. But if I don't want to ruin it, but she don't got a motive. Ha.
Who was that? Laughing at a time like this. Ugh!
Oh, you simple-minded fools. I'm sorry, are you still by chance evolving?
What is this? What is it this time?
Miss Von Karma, surely.
Of course it was me. Do you really think someone of Von Karma blood will lose due to something this petty?
What in the world?
Mr. Phoenix Wright,
Your argument is flawed in one very crucial area. And that is, if this witness is the real murderer, why would she go through all this trouble? Huh? Working together with a medium, pretending to be one, putting on this whole act. What reason would she have do to such foolish things? Well, that's, Yeah, that's right. That's exactly what I was gonna say. Oh, and one other thing. Why would Miss Eenie Miney want to kill Dr. Gray? Where is her motive? Yeah, that's exactly what I wanted to say too. Yeah, motive. I don't have a motive. Motive? I can't say she has no motive here. I had to think of a motive now. What is her reason for wanting Dr. Gray dead? The reason you wanted Dr. Gray dead is this. Yeah, that. Ho hum, ho hum. Is this a word search? I'm having a tough time finding the word motive. Okay, that was wrong.
Ugh, my breathing is becoming labored.
My eyesight is failing me. Makes you not want to get old, doesn't it, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Ugh, I've got to take my time and think carefully about this. Phoenix, think back. What kind of axe would Eenie have to grind with Dr. Gray? There is only one reason, right? I'll try to find it. Only one? Okay, I'll go ahead and save if I have enough. If I can find it real quick. Because I know it has to be the sister. Ha! Just as I thought. You bore me with your silly answers, Phoenix Wright. Just great. Now even she is calling me by my full name. You think I did this to get revenge for my sister's death? Yes. Because through that accident, you suffered a lot of hurt and pain yourself. Don't be stupid. No one has proof that Dr. Gray drugged my sister, right? And you wanted to say that I want to take revenge based on nothing?
What do you mean by that?
Senile, stupid Gramps. I'm, going to explain, so, please listen, okay? It's been over half a year since I was discharged from the hospital. If I, wanted revenge, then, I wouldn't have waited this long. And besides, the guy that thought of the spirit thing was, Dr. Gray. It was, a total coincidence he asked me about it, you know? She's back to her airhead persona. However, you see... Ow! Pathetic Phoenix Wright. You failed to support your own theory. The end.
I think we have our answer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. What Miss Miney has stated is very true. The revenge plan is overly complicated, and she has no motive in the first place. Furthermore, there is no reason for Miss Morgan Fay to cooperate with this plan. You don't even have any truly decisive pieces of evidence to demonstrate your point.
So many faults, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You should really learn your place. What happened? I thought I had her for sure. See, it's just as I, told you. I hope you liked your slice of humble pie.
Very well. I now conclude the cross-examination of Miss Eenie Miney.
Ah, great. Now what? Hold it! What happened? Your Honor, please allow the defense one more minute.
All right.
You can't lose here. Have faith in yourself, Phoenix. Mia. Yes, it does sound like a ridiculously messed up plan for a murder, but, regardless, that girl trained for this crime. Really? Listen, Phoenix. Everything happens for a reason. There is a reason why she had to kill Dr. Gray. And it also is the reason she had no choice but to kill him in this fashion.
Time is up, Mr. Wright. Your final answer, please. If you want to say that you can prove Miss Miney had a motive, then why did she kill the victim in this way? Can you provide the reason?
And with that, guys, that's going to be a cliffhangy, and we're going to end the episode off right there. Oh my god, we got her. We got her in the corner. I'm the football player and she's the ball. I got this. Oh man, that's going to be it from Phoenix Wright Justice for All. If you enjoyed the video, guys, don't forget to leave a like, even though it kind of killed my voice at the scream part. But I'm fine now. I'll be fine. But
like I said, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave a like. Also, comment and subscribe to get new feed on videos and become a member of the Cuckoo Crew today. Also, be sure to follow me on Twitter so you can recommend the fidget games I'm going to play or chat, your preference. Also, if you subscribe, be sure to tap that bell to get notifications on videos so you'll never miss one from me ever again. But that's going to be it from Phoenix Wright Justice for All. In the next episode, we'll figure out Eenie Meinie's motive, and maybe we'll finish this court off with a good note. So until then, guys, have a nice day, have a nice night. Amateur is out.